Alright, well that was so much fun, we're going to try it again, this time with a new candle, but made the same way. Made with the outside wax wrapper of one Baby Bell cheese and a short piece of cotton twine. Only this time we made it a different shape. So let's activate the timer. And we'll fire up the candle. Start the timer. Well, gotta put that light out, that's for sure. Okay. So that's all candle light. Move the view up a little bit here. I suspect that we're going to get more than 7 minutes and 23 seconds of light time out of this. And also, all of that light is coming from the candle. There's no other light on in here, so I think we're actually getting more light, and that might be a function of maybe the wick being a little bit longer. I don't know if you can see this, but here's a little card. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but I can easily read that. I'm sitting 18 inches away from the card, a good 18 inches from the candle, and another couple inches beyond that is a card, and I can read every word of it. So, you know, they say Abe Lincoln studied law by the light of candles and fireplace, and I can see how that could be done. You'd have to have really nice visual acuity, and good low-level lighting vision to do that, but certainly possible. Alright, I'm going to quit flapping my lips here, and we'll just stop the tape for a little bit and come back when the candle is more burned down. Alright, here we are coming up on the 4-minute mark right there. I think it bears repeating that the amount of light that's coming out of this candle far exceeds what came out of the little round cherry bomb looking one that I made with the exact same amount of wax the other day. So I'm going to put my hand behind there. That's a lot more light. Might even be able to read the hands on my watch. I'll take that off and put it in the frame. If I can get it there. Yeah, sort of. Alright, there it is. If you missed it, it's 11:32 p.m. So, the candle puts out a lot more light than it did in the small round cherry bomb shape. And here we are coming up on 5 minutes right there. And we still have a lot of candle left to go. So unless it does a little keeling over trick like the other one did, unless the wick falls into the molten wax and drowns, I suspect we're going to get twice as much time out of this, maybe more. So we'll check back with it here at maybe 7.5 minutes. Alright, we're coming up on 7.5 minutes right there. And you can see that there's been a little spillage of wax down the side of the candle. Maybe you can see it. But it's kind of piling up down there. That's not a real good sign for endurance, because that wax needs to stay up there where the flame is. But still, we'll see how far it goes before everything comes to a screeching halt. Well, we've officially passed the endurance mark of the little cherry bomb size candle, and we're proceeding on into uncharted territory here. So I'm going to shut the video off again for a while. We'll come back around 10 minutes. 10 minutes. If I were to guess on that, I'd say we got another 5 minutes left of burn time on there, but look how far off I was on the estimation of 30 minutes that I made on that very first example, so maybe it'll only be 1 more minute, who knows. Brightness has dropped off a little bit since that wax started dripping down the side of the candle and puddling up at the bottom. I have an idea how to fix that. With a small washer, before lighting the candle, we'll put that washer over the wick, and it would rest on top of the candle and only allow a certain amount of melted wax to wick into the wick. Funny why they call it wick, right? And that might slow down the process of the wax running down the side. So we'll stop it for a minute. Where are we at here with the timer? 10:55. So we'll stop it, come back on it maybe 13 minutes if it goes that long. 13 minutes and it's still going. It's getting pretty close to the bottom. The wick goes all the way to the bottom, so we'll see what happens with that, but I'm guessing if we get another minute or two out of this, we'll be doing well. The intensity of the flame has increased significantly there from the last time we looked at it, and that is because more of the string is exposed, and so it's picking up more wax and making a bigger flame. If it got much bigger than that, I'd be concerned with soot. This particular wax doesn't seem, however, to be prone to soot, but again, if the flame were taller, I would say soot would be a possibility. This wax is softer than sealing wax by far, and quite pliable. I'd say it's maybe even a little softer than those wax soda bottle things that some of us used to buy and chew on when we were kids. It's soft like that, maybe even softer. I think we're coming to the end of it though. It has about another 5 millimeters left to go till it hits the bottom, and I think the wick will not stay up that long there. It's starting to tip over. And we'll see what it does with that. Looks like it's going to go the same route as the one did last night. Yeah, there it goes. The wax is smothering it. And I think we can call that dead just any time now, so wait for the official end of the flame. If there were any kind of air movement in here, that flame would have blown out by now. It's still just eking along. Possibly enough to get something lit from it. If you held it just right in there, you might be able to get a pine needle going with it or something, but it's essentially useless at this point. And not officially dead yet, but we're going to call it right here at 15:30. Well, you can see right here what remains. We have a puddle of wax, what's left of the wick inside, and we got 15 minutes and 30 seconds of burn time out of that. Real good burn time was maybe closer to 15 minutes. Double the time we got with the first one. So I'm pleased with that, and I think if I were forced to make a candle out of a cheese wrapper because my fishing trip went long or something, I'd tend to make a longer, skinnier one rather than a little short, plump one. Okay, well that's it for this edition. This is Apple Stump saying be well, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Adios.